Hey guys, this is gonna be a really quick video where I'm going to show you how I warm up my face with bronzers to give me that warmth, and it's a great example at this moment because I just applied a foundation that is a bit too pink undertoned for me. I'm very yellow. You can see my face, it looks kind of pale on camera. It's just pink in real life, but on camera it's kind of coming off as pale. So this is a good tip for you if you have a foundation or any face product that sort of doesn't match you completely. It's a little on the light side, so you can use these tips to sort of help it blend in with the rest of your skin and make it look more natural. 3 products I'm going to be using are the Jane what is this, the bronzing powder in Terracotta, and this is a very orangey toned bronzer. It's very orange, and I use this very lightly. This is not a bronzer that I would apply all over, it's very lightly, but I just feel like the oranginess helps bring back that yellowness to my skin to counteract this pink going on. Second bronzer I will be using is this N.Y.C bronzing face powder, which is very famous and sunny, and this is definitely has less orange tones to it. I'll show you. So they're both matte, by the way. All products I'm going to be using today are matte, and this is just a more natural brownie color for my skin tone, and this I will use to sort of give me that tanned bronzy look. The other one, remember, is to bring back the yellow and the sort of tint to my skin. And lastly, I'm going to be using NYX Blush in Taupe, which, guys, I hit pan on. I'm so excited because this is the first thing I think I've ever hit pan on, which is this powder is a very cool toned, again, a taupe, just like it says, a very cool toned brown. And I use this one to contour. You can use your contour colors to warm up your skin as well. So let's get into it. First, going to be using the Jane bronzer with this big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to dab it in there, not very heavily, and just work it into the bristles. You always want to work things into the bristles so it's not on the surface, and then when you go on your skin, it leaves it on the first spot it touches your skin. If it's into the bristles, it'll sort of work it everywhere it touches, not just the first spot. So what I do with this is I kind of go in circular motions, just like on this area right here, sort of if that famous E3 that they do here on YouTube, which I think is funny, the E3, like this, right? But I don't like going straight like that. I feel like that's kind of streaky, so I start here in this part of the E, I guess, and just very circular motions, barely touching my face. I sort of work it like up here towards the hairline, and then I just go again circular down here, work it down my neck, and I also like to the back, not just the front of the neck, the back as well, so it looks natural. Pick up some more, and then I'll just like lightly brush it against here, because remember, this is orange. This is not a bronzer to use freely. Just to kind of bring back the yellowness to my skin. So that side is done. Can you see the difference? You totally can. I'm totally going to do one side, and then I'll show you the before and after. With bronzer, the key is to blend. Actually, with makeup in general, the key is to blend. If that's what you're going for. If you're going for harsh lines, go for it, baby. Then I'm going to use the N.Y.C Sunny, and I'm going to use this Sigma Flat Top Synthetic Kabuki in F80. It's just a flat top brush, basically. And I'm just going to dip it in here. I will use this to contour sort of lightly, because this is not a very dark color for contour, and then I will use the other darker color from NYX to contour, actually like carve out my contours. So I'm just going to put this right here, and then I'm going to blend that out, but first I'm just going to place my lines. So funny faces. So now I'm just going to blend that out. with this bronzer, I feel more freely to apply it actually on the cheeks as well. And I'll bring it like a little bit more below than I brought the orange one. Also apply this like on the sides of my nose and a little bit in the center to just give me a little bit of color. And always go down the neck. Lastly, for the NYX Taupe, I'm going to use this e.l.f. bronzing brush, which is just an angled brush. Pick that up. I do pick up a lot of that, but that's just me. I like contours. I'm going to apply this in the hollows of my cheek, on the sides of my nose, and just a little around the temple and the jawline, just basically where I've been putting everything. With this one, I'm very careful because since it is sort of like a gray undertone, it can leave me looking a little muddy if I'm not careful. And by careful, I mean not putting too much. So that's it for bronzing slash contouring slash bringing back the life to your face. This is the before right here. As you can see, it's very two-dimensional, flat, no color, and pale compared to my neck. And on this side, it's much more just colorful. Not colorful as in blue, red, but colorful as in it has color life, you know? And it blends much better with my neck. So that's how I do it. You can skip the orange bronzer if you have a foundation that kind of blends in to your neck, but I would probably still use it anyways, just to give me more of a sort of like a sun-kissed glow, you know. Oh, and just wanted to say that after I apply my foundation is when I apply my bronzing and just contouring, and then before actually setting my foundation with powder. I use liquid foundation, by the way. And then after I applied all this is when I go in with my powder and just a fan brush and just like dust it all over. I like to do this first of all because I feel like the bronzer and whatnot sticks better to my skin, of course, when the liquid foundation is still tacky and not sets. And I really like my bronzer to be prominent, and I feel like it lasts better throughout the day like that. And then I just go on top a little bit with powder all over to like help blend any lines or just anything that looks not blended, you know. And sorry, fly again. But that was it, guys. Hope you enjoyed.